Good morning everyone. I am here in the New Forest, having just woken up and left my family in the campervan after a night's camping, and I am heading out for a morning of landscape photography. Now, I want to be clear here, I am not a landscape photographer. I know very little about filters, bracketing, etc. But what I am doing here is documenting my journey as I try to become better. As a result, I will be putting pretty much every image I take on the screen, good or bad, and having a record of this so I can look back on it in years to come and see how much better I've got. Hi, good morning everybody. I'm hoping that you can hear me. I'm in the middle of the New Forest. It is 5:37 in the morning. And we've stayed here at a campsite that's right in the heart of the forest, so it's great for getting out for photography. I'm with my family though, so I had to sneak out of the campervan. And I'm now just wandering around looking for some nice images that I can grab before the sun comes up. The sunrise is due in about 25 minutes, so 25 minutes, so hopefully there's a nice scene. There's a nice like clouds here behind me. The lighting isn't that good, to be honest. The lighting isn't that good at the moment. There's a few clouds in the sky, but not much, so I'm not quite sure if we're going to have any luck with the light tonight, but we're going to have a wander and see what we can see. So, first time really doing this at this time of day. Hopefully the quality of the video, I'm recording on the same camera that I'm shooting on, so I have my GoPro as well, but it's not so good in low light. But you know, it is what it is. I've got to do my best. I've just spotted a tree here where the sun is hitting the white bark. No, we're going to look for something else because I don't think that's quite the one. But anyway, let's wander, see what we can find. So if you have come here to see some stunning landscape photos, then perhaps you may want to click away now before you waste too much time. If, however, you want to watch a landscape newbie explore this part of the forest, take some photos and show you the good, the bad and the ugly, then stick around because you've come to the right place. Okay, so I've just got a photo, I've just got a shot. I've had to do 2 exposures because I've only got this one ND grad. It doesn't kill the sky as much as I'd hope. God, I'm really bright. One for the sky and one for the ground. There's these nice channels of heather running away from me, and there's a similar colour in the sky, so I'm hoping they're going to match up and look quite a good contrast or quite a good match for each other. But until I get it through the computer, I'm not sure. So if it doesn't appear on the screen now, it means it wasn't very good. But there is some mist on the floor over there, so I'm just going to move around to the other side of one of these bushes. I'm going to put an even longer lens on, maybe the 100-400, see if I can get some mist with the sunset in the background. It's 5:50, so we've got, sunrise in the background. We've got about 15 minutes till sunrise, but it's getting really bright now already, so time goes so quick, man. Okay, so I'm bringing out the 100-400. The only thing is, this hasn't got a lens filter on it. The lens holder for the magnetic filter, so I need to swap it off another lens. Okay, so now I'm going to switch cameras to the GoPro because I need the R6 now to switch out lenses. We are 6:05, bang on sunrise. This is hard. This is hard. This is only my real second time coming out doing this, and you get these, I mean, you get these people that get amazing images, but I know it takes work, I know it takes time, and I know it's not their first time, but I was hoping for, well, mist would have been great. I was expecting none. I would have liked more, got some, but would have liked more. And my problem is I only got one camera to film and take photos on, apart from my GoPro, which the quality isn't really that good. And time just goes. I've been out an hour already. No, I haven't. I've been out 50 minutes. I think 5:15 I left the campsite, and I've accomplished nothing. And I watch all these other YouTube videos where people say, you know, it's okay not to get a photo, not to get an image. But when you're surrounded in a place like this, you wonder how you don't get an image. And I've had previous videos where I've said I'm training my eye to find these compositions, but I'm going to keep wandering. I'm not going to give up just because the sun's risen. It's still going to be quite nice light, it's still going to have that glow, so we'll see. I'm going to head further into the forest now. We're in quite a wide open area, so, but it just looks really nice, and I can't get that on the back of my screen, but okay, let's carry on. Okay, I'm hoping you can hear this okay. I've resorted to the GoPro now for filming me because it was just taking too long switching between both the same camera to do both. I've just got another image. It's going to be 3 exposures bracketed. Trying to get the mist and the sky in, but don't know. We'll see what it comes out like on the computer. I think I am. I did it on my other video last week with Max, and I think I am going to put even the rubbish ones up, because I'm not professing to be a professional landscape photographer. I'm admitting to be a learning one. And I'm just thinking that in a million years, if I ever take some good photos, I can look back on these and think, everyone's got to start somewhere, right? So, if nothing else, it's a beautiful morning. And I am, despite not having much success so far, rather enjoying myself. So we're going to carry on and see what else we can get. Okay, hello. So, I hope this is getting me in focus, because I think that's okay. Right, so I've just walked a bit further down that path. I've left the open field now of the heath of the forest over there, and I've come into a bit more of a wooded area. And I probably should have taken a photo before I did this recording in case it changes, but there is sun coming through these trees. And there's people walking, and I hate videoing when there's people walking. Let me take the photo, and then I'll explain what I've done when there's no one around.
But it wasn't just people walking, and we had a whole group of these natural inhabitants of the forest passing by. So we're just going to watch these amble along, and we'll get back to the photography in a few minutes.
beat the shot that I'd snapped away in a split second before those horses came, because you see the sun behind me. The sun is now moving that way. So to prevent the sun being in the frame, I was trying to block it with a tree. I have to move this way, and now this gets in the way. In fact, I'm going to go the other side of it and lower the tripod. We'll have one more go and see what happens. Okay, I'm going to take this. I don't think it's going to beat the first one. So I've gone on a square crop and I've tried to get the sun behind that tree there. I'm going to fire this off real quick, 2-second timer, F9, 1/8 of a second, 100 ISO. I still think the first one's better because I think I just caught the sun at the right time, and there's just a nice sun track through those trees up to the sun breaking from behind the tree on the left. So anyway, on the screen now, both of them, the first one and the last one. Yeah, if I get that and that's the best one, I'll be happy. Let's move on. Time. Right, so I've just seen something that I like the look of. It's behind me. It's not really, it's landscape, outdoor, not quite landscape, but it's just I've been here loads of times and this never caught my eye, but maybe now because it's quiet and there's no one around. The bridge, the other bank where that wood is, and that tunnel, if I can get low and try and get all of that, I'm going to shoot wide with a 14, well the lens goes up to 14mm. I'm also going to put on a filter to allow me to slow the shutter down, an ND filter, because the river is moving. And I'm also going to put a polarizer on, so we're putting them all on this next shot, and I'm going to take my time over it. I think I'm going to be okay with the light because there's a lot of shade around, so I don't think I have to rush because of the sun. But just in case I do, I'm going to crack on with it now. I'm going to get down low, the same level as the bridge, wide lens, polarizer, and some ND filters to smooth the water out. And it just looks clean. The line, I like the lines on the bridge, so let's do that rather than me stand here talking about it. See, that's the good thing about these magnetic filters. Well, the graduated filter is not great because you can't adjust how high it is. You can, with the magnetic filters, really, I don't do this. I know this isn't the best way to clean things with my t-shirt, but the magnetic ones you can stack, so it's useful. Okay, so let's try an ND8 to start with, see what that does. 2 seconds. Everything's level. The polarizer isn't quite doing what I was hoping. I think that is about as good as I'm going to get. 2-second exposure. Here's that one on the screen. May not be quite as good as I was expecting, but once I crop it to maybe a sort of panoramic, maybe a 6:17, that kind of ratio, it may look better than it does in camera. But with my eye, it's just clean and right angles everywhere. I like it. So. Okay, what time is it now? It is 7:10, so I've been out for a couple of hours. I'm going to wander around maybe for another hour, see what I can find, see if anything catches my eye. I'm not quite sure where to go now, but let's have a look and see. I think I'm going to change my batteries while I'm here and make sure I'm good to go for the last hour. Come down to another part of this stream, and there are there's lots of logs actually, and lots of trunks that are forming nice sort of archway shapes across the river, and one in particular has caught my eye, but I have a couple of problems with it. The first one is I need to get very, very low, and I mean low. Okay. The second problem is, and this is the worst problem, is I didn't bring my glasses with me. I've left them in the camper van. So that's fine if I can focus through the viewfinder. But the viewfinder is 6 inches off the floor. So I'm going to have to lie down and try to make sure I've got good focus, because I just can't see the screen properly. And I'm manual focusing because I need to make sure that it is super sharp. I've also got a neutral density filter on because I want to slow the water down, because it is still flowing, albeit slowly, down here, and obviously I've got a polarizer on as well. So let's have a look and see if there's any chance of getting a half decent photo here. I think this is what they call clutching at straws though, but we'll see. Okay, so 15 seconds, F9. In fact, I'm going to try it at F4, which might help with the background a bit, but that means we have to do a 5-second exposure. Manual focus on the tree trunk, polarizer. Let's take the shot. Okay, so a couple of things have caught my eye. One of them is the reeds in the water. It's very still. I think I could probably get a long shutter speed on some of these ones because they're not really moving. There's a tree over there that, if framed correctly, would sit nicely maybe not actually. I might try and go for a reed shot in the water and see how we get on with that one. I think I'm just trying to take photos now for the sake of taking photos, and I don't really want to get back to the campervan until 8 o'clock, so I don't want to disturb everyone, and it's 7:30 now, so I've got half an hour to kill, even if I learn a little bit about the polarizer and how it affects the water and stuff like that. So okay, let me see if I can get. The thing is that I've got to avoid the reflection of the sky in the water. There's also, that might be quite a nice one there. Okay, I'm going to play. I'll stick a picture on here of at least one photo I take, and you can be the judge. But please don't judge me too harshly. Okay, so it's 5 to 8, and I think this shoot is probably over and done with. Lights up, sun's up, flat light, nothing inspiring me anymore. So yeah, what have I learned? I've learned that photos aren't going to fall into your lap. I've learned that understanding filters is going to take some time in terms of which ones to use and when, and neutral density and graduated in particular, because the clip-on magnetic one, you're stuck at, you clip it onto the lens and you can't adjust it up and down like you can with the square filters. You have to just take it wherever that lies on your lens, and it's normally straight across the middle, which isn't ideal. But I've also really enjoyed it. You know, it's 3 hours walking around somewhere really, really nice and looking for details, looking for compositions, and it's going to take a while to see those compositions quicker, I think, because light doesn't last forever. It's that hour either side of, or that maybe 45 minutes either side of the official sunrise time goes so quickly. So you need to be able to react, and you need to be able to get set up and take the shot, or get there super early, find your composition, and then hope the light works out, which it may not. So yeah, that's probably a better way. Get somewhere an hour and a half before sunrise, find a composition, and then pray for the light, but accept that you're probably not always going to get the light you expect. And that's the way it goes. What else have I learned? My new trousers are comfy, I like them. My new shoes, however, I'm not sure. I needed waterproof shoes, and I've got these ones, and my feet aren't super comfy, so we'll see. But this is just the start. This is just the beginning. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm going to be coming out again, and I think I need to find some campsites, more campsites that are close locations like this, because I can't sleep in a lay-by. I can't sleep in a car park and sneak out in the middle of the morning. and hope I don't get caught parked up where I shouldn't be. I can't do that, I'm afraid. So it is going to be campsite camping if I do that. It is going to be somewhere where I can either get out the campsite covertly in the car at 4 o'clock in the morning, which isn't very respectable or respectful, or camp somewhere where it's a walk on the doorstep to somewhere like this. But anyway, thanks if you stuck with me this long, you deserve a medal. No idea how long this video is going to be. I'm going to keep it as brief as I can as I edit it, as I have edited it. Hopefully it won't have bored you too much, but stick with me, subscribe, click the like button, if only to say, yeah, well done for the effort. And one thing I must remember, or one thing I've learned, is not to forget my glasses. So yeah, okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.